Welcome to my 2026 journal ecosystem. So I know what you're thinking, this is a lot of books, this is a lot of journals, but my biggest takeaway from 2025, learn from me to not put all your eggs in one basket, meaning don't put all your ideas and all your stuff in one book. Starting off with my Kinbor that I had for 2025, this is a dupe for the Hobonichi. It is a fraction of the cost. I personally love the layout. This is the book that I use for everything. So I put from my work life to my personal life, and I found that doing that was kind of hard to organize my thoughts because I have a lot of random things mixed into one and fighting for space basically. And then when I found out that this layout worked best for me, I decided to get a real Hobonichi this year for the year of 2026. And then for these two journals, I'm a part of a sisterhood of the traveling journal where we send out our journals to the next person in line, and we fill out all the interactive pages, make your own about me page, and if you want you can create another spread inside. I always try to theme my extra spread around that person's likes and interests. So for example, Cassandra likes fictional men. She did a spread about it. I decided to draw a cake and make a hear me out cake, and I added my little hear me out. But yeah, this is something fun that is going to rotate, so I'm not going to have the same journal. I'm going to have a different one every 2 weeks or so, but I just wanted to include it because it was something that is definitely going to be taken around with me and can be part of my life. Alright, moving on to my Midori in A5 size and a grid layout. This one was $15. Got it at Barnes & Noble, but you probably can get a lot cheaper on Amazon. I use this to plan my YouTube videos, especially this video that you're watching right now. I list the shots that I want to do, my script things, I write a to-do list before I shoot the video, other notes and stuff like that. I like how this book lays flat due to its binding, so if you're someone who likes to have it flat and not fold up, this is something I highly suggest. Moving on to my Hobonichi Techo cousin 2024. Yes, you heard me right, I said 2024. I wanted the space and layout without feeling obligated to the dates and the price. Because you're buying an older version, I think I got it for like $20 because it was outdated. I've been so busy, I haven't been able to do many different spreads, but yeah, I highly recommend a Techo cousin if you like to write a lot and you need a lot of space, if you want to draw, stuff like that. For me, I just felt very overwhelmed with a lot of the empty space, and always wanting to fill the spaces stressed me out in the end. So I found out that a Techo cousin is not for me. Alright, moving down the line. I don't think I'll say this name right, but I'll try. My Stalogy 365 day grid notebook in the size A5. This is my Korean writing book. I write all my notes, my study notes in here. I really like how tiny the grid is. Writing in Hangul, it's really nice to have grid to be able to practice your handwriting, the language being built in like block form. There is a bit of ghosting as you can see, and I'm using pencil, which is fine. It's not a huge deal. The binding of this, for example, compared to Midori, does not lay flat, so just keep that in mind. I wish I knew that before I started this book. It's getting hard to bend it even though it's been like the first couple of pages. And then yeah, I just decked out the front cover with some cute little study-ish stickers. Alright, moving on to my sketchbook. I'm a little nervous to decorate this because of the texture, but maybe one day I'll try and get a cover for it. So I got this from Amazon. It's the official Ohuhu Sketchbook. I wanted a sketchbook that worked with my alcohol markers where it wouldn't bleed. And it says it comes with this little clear thing that way it won't bleed into the next page. However, I haven't used any marker in it because I'm through and through a pen, pencil, black ink kind of girl, but maybe one day I'll eventually move on to markers. Now we're moving on to our travel journal that I got in October, so she's still new, but I got her for when I travel to different places. I like to collect junk from there, like napkins and stuff like that. Set the leather and some of the inserts from Amazon. It comes with some of the inserts, but I bought more, which you can also buy from Amazon. I plan to use this for my travel junk journal, as when I went to Paris and Chicago and South Korea last year in 2025, I collected a lot of like receipts, trash, and napkins. Just not trash, but just junk stuff that I could help immortalize my journey when I was traveling. So what's cool about the travel journals is that they're attached by these rubber bands. That way, if you fill up a book, you can take it out and refill it with another one. I also keep my Tomie Hobonichi in here. I use this one for my personal vlogging, some highlights in the day, what I did in that day, just random things of the design on the Hobonichi. I didn't decorate it and I didn't want to get a cover for it because a lot of people say it will ruin the cover. So I put it in my travel journal so that I can protect it. As you can see, this is a lot thinner than the Kinbor because the Kinbor has a lot of extra empty pages at the back of the book, but honestly the quality is very similar. I bought a lot of different inserts so I can collect things along the way and store some things in there as well. One of my favorite inserts is the sticker page that I got. It is the consistency of this like sticker backings. You treat it as like a reusable sticker book. And yeah, and then this little tool, I don't know what it's called, this little clamp I like to use to keep the book open without having to use my hand because they don't stay flat. It's nice to have a clamp to hold everything down. Alright, this is another Kinbor, which is the Hobonichi dupe, the Chinese version that you can buy on AliExpress for a lot cheaper. This one is for my business. Again, try to keep your personal life away from your work life, just gives you less headache, honestly. This one is for like important tasks for my small business. For those of you who don't know, I run a small art shop. I sell stickers, like more important vending dates. What I liked about this year in the 2026 Kinbor was that they brought back these little symbols that wasn't in the 2025 edition. But keep that in mind if you're still deciding between the Kinbor or the Hobonichi. Alright, it's getting smaller. This is my A6 Kinbor Daily. So again, this is another dupe for the Hobonichi Techo. This little book cover I got from a small business on Etsy who hand makes the cover. I plan to use this journal for daily intention prompts. So every day I'll write and answer daily intention questions. So I think my day one was, what's the biggest achievement you had in 2025? That was the perfect size to write down my thoughts. And then last but not least, my A6 Midori. This is a gridded one as well, and I use this for brain dumps, talking shit. No, I'm just kidding, not really, but I also write down like weird dreams or nightmares that I have. I get told a lot that my dreams kind of sound like they could be turned into movies, and sometimes it helps me organize my thoughts. But again, this one is really nice because it lays down flat when I'm writing. Recommend Midori to people who prefer that. So my biggest takeaways are, don't use one journal for everything. It's good to keep things separate and more organized rather than trying to squeeze it all into one space. I found that I was more organized, and if you decorate it, you're more obligated to like, oh, I want to work on this journal, I want to fill this up. So definitely decorate it, make it your own, and find what format works best for you. Some people really like the Hobonichi Techo with a lot of space. Some people like the weekly. If you want to go for the cheaper version, you really don't need an expensive Hobonichi. The Kinbor works just as well. And the Midori, you can see in this video I used so many different journal types, and they're all for different reasons. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my crazy journal ecosystem. I hope you guys can take some inspo, and I can't wait to see what 2026 brings me. See you guys in the next one. Bye.